Hi Drive, welcome back to my channel. Ke nna Mapalomaku, a personal finance columnist and published author. So today is a little bit of story time, but also I'll be talking about the cost of having babies, because babies cost money. All right, believe it or not, people asking you when you're having another one, people asking you when you're having kids, they ask that question, but they never say, okay, this is how much I'm going to cough out to make sure that your baby's healthy. FYI. All right, so a bit of story time. As you all know, or most of you know by now, we already have a 5-year-old boy, okay? A lovely, lovely little cute munchkin. And we have just been delaying the decision to have another one forever, okay? And we just thought, goodness, are we really ready? Because I mean, taking care of kids, guys, it's a lot of responsibility and a lot of work and a lot of money too. So we're back and forth about the decision, and eventually when we decide, okay, you know what, let's just do this. And I think for us, because both my husband and I come from families where we grew up with siblings, we know just the warmth and the fond memories we have of growing with our siblings, and it's just lovely. And I mean, you need people who, your people, man, you need your people. And I'm very close with my sisters, and so I just wanted the same for our child. So when the pandemic hit, we're like, are we seriously gonna try have another child during a pandemic, right in the middle of a pandemic? We thought, you know what, this is crazy. But the more we thought about it, we're like, okay, if it doesn't go away, then what? Are we not gonna have kids because there's a pandemic? But also, like I said, the age gap was just getting wider and wider and wider and wider. So I had been on the marina for many years, and it's really been good to me. So we decided, okay, let's go. Actually, even before we decided to go, I once went, then I chickened out. I was like, no, I'm crazy. I'm not ready for this. I don't want this. So I chickened out. But last year in June, we went together, maybe for him to just make sure that I do go. We went in June last year, then boom, in September, found out that, actually found out in October, but clearly it happened in September that we got pregnant, and I'm so thankful for that, you know. But I think also it was a way of God saying, before you crazy two change your minds, let me give you this baby, and we are so thankful. So what are the costs of this bundle of joys? Because they cost a lot of money, as I mentioned. So today I just want to talk about the pregnancy itself and the delivery, because I think often we think about, okay, the investment side, saving for them, you know, setting them up in life and so forth. But there's definitely cost between being pregnant and them coming into this world. And today I want to talk specifically about my own experience, because I know definitely there's many other options, like going to a public health care facility, enlisting the help of a midwife or a doula or a clinic or something like that. So today I'll be talking about if you want to give birth in a private health facility. Okay, so the first thing you need to do, or the first thing first, when you are pregnant, there's cost to that. I remember when I got off the marina in June last year, my gynae already said, start taking folic acid, which I took. Then 2 months later, I fell pregnant. Then I started taking what you call Prego Omegas. Prego Omegas, also, it's folic acid, and it's packed with other good stuff to help you and the baby grow, right? Excuse me. Then there is the cost of, okay, before I tell the cost of the gynae, the Prego Omegas cost between 260 bucks and 280 rand, depending on where you go. So if you buy them at Clicks, it's 280. If you buy them at Discount, they're about 260 rand. So in a year, how much is that? So let's work with 260 because you are money savvy. So that is 2,340 in 9 months that you'll be spending, even before this baby is here. Then there's the cost of seeing your gynae, all right? With me, I go see my gynae once every 4 weeks, so that's once a month. but closer to giving birth, I know I'll have to see him a little bit more often. And seeing him costs money. So we are on a medical aid, but then the medical aid covers that. But in reality, the gynae costs about $1,000 every single time you go see him. And before that, for the first consultation, when you say, oh, I'm pregnant, I want to go see my gynae, you normally, they will charge you about $500 depending on the type of gynae that you're going to, anything from $500 all the way to $1,000, right? So that's a cost. So for every single visit, so let's say you found out in month 1, now you start seeing them in month 2, so meaning 8 months. So for 8 months, let's say you're going to go 8 to 10 times. If we round it off and say it's 1,000, that is 12,000 Rand that you'll be spending just to make sure that you and baby are healthy. On top of that, there are blood tests that you will have to take when you find out that you're pregnant to make sure about your HIV status, to make sure about any other illnesses that you have, and also to check if there's any potential illnesses for the baby. All right, so all of these things, they all add up. Then what cost is there? Okay, so those are the costs of pregnancy. Then there is cost of delivery. This is where the bills just keep on coming. Literally, this is where the bills keep on coming. The cost of delivery, if you're going to deliver at a private health facility, it is a lot. First of all, there is your out of pocket, that money that you will pay to your gynae just so that they can deliver this baby. And for me, currently, I'll have to pay $5,000. This is not hospital stay. This is nothing else. This is not what the medical aid will cover. This is you out of your own pocket. You're gonna have to pay $5,000. Then there's the hospital stay. I don't know how much it costs, but it costs a lot of money, anything up to 20K, depending on how many days that you're going to stay at the hospital. Then depending on whether you have a C-section or not, there's the doctor who's going to administer anesthesia. There is the physiotherapist who will come afterwards. And I know some of you are like, physiotherapist? Believe you me, I was like that until they showed me the exercises to do once I gave birth, so that, things just, go back to where they were. And, I still even had a flat stomach even after giving birth to my first child. So I will definitely be enlisting the help again of a physiotherapist. Then, of course, there is the pediatrician. There's a pediatrician who needs to come and see the baby, that the baby's healthy. And literally they could be there for 5 minutes. Oh, okay. Then they leave. Boom. That's a charge as well. So there are all sorts of costs. And if I were to estimate or round it all up, I would say it literally can cost anything up to 80,000 or even more, depending on the private hospital that you're going to and how much all those professionals are charging. So before you think about having kids and having bundles of joy, guys, please know that it is expensive. It does cost money. And if you are not aware of this cost, they can really just start off your motherhood journey or your second baby journey into a whirlwind. So make sure that you prepare for this cost. Ask your gynae what kind of cost you should expect. Ask if they'll be bringing in a physiotherapist, for example. How much is that? And talk to your medical aid as well to find out what they will cover and what they won't cover, so that you're not surprised, so that you're not shocked while you're on maternity leave and you see bills just coming and coming and coming. So I hope I've shed some light into just how much it costs, because it costs a lot of money. It really does. I don't mean to scare you, but it really does cost a lot of money to bring these people into life. And we haven't even spoken about the cost of nappies, the cost of this, the cost of that, and all the injections that they have to take after they're born, okay? I'm just talking about you and pregnancy and delivery here. And also maybe just to end off with a bit of a rant. Why do people always ask couples or women, when are you going to have another child? First of all, who said people want to have another child? And secondly, people have plans and people have budgets. Sometimes, genuinely, people cannot afford to have kids because really they're expensive, okay? And another thing, maybe people have tried and it hasn't worked out. So putting so much pressure on people really is just not necessary. Mind your own damn business. If you want to have kids, if you want people to have kids, clearly you want to have more kids, go have kids on your own and leave other people's wombs out of it. All right, that's a little bit of a rant from me. Thank you for watching. Remember to be kind, remember to get out of people's business. And yeah, so those are the costs, tribe. If you love this video and my ranting, please do remember to subscribe and click on the notification bell. I will see you soon. Next time I won't have a rant, okay? Thank you, tribe. Bye.